dribbled, and it will be jumping up for C of I. It will be Taylor Pruitt. And the tip is controlled by C of I. And out of the backcourt comes Rodriguez. Rodriguez to the near side, gives it up to Donaldson. Donaldson out on top, terminates his dribble, comes over to Pruitt on the right wing. Now back to the drive. They give it to Delgado. Drives to hoop off the glass. No. Rebound picked up by Mihailo Matic, and he wanted to give it to Batista, but it's intercepted by C of I. They toss it up. No. Rebound tapped around, and David Clark gets this one, and will come the other way for the first time tonight.
Well, it looked like Batista kind of slipped on the floor, and it almost just went over his head.
Yeah, I thought it might have even bounced on top of his head. And a pass, almost intercepted. JJ with it. JJ down to Batista. Lay it up. No, and it's blocked. As he went to the hoop, it was blocked slightly there by Pruitt. Come the other way, C of I. Delgado into the front court. Holds the ball, looks for Rodriguez, but instead lobs it down on the left-hand side. Now takes the return pass. So Delgado out to set it up, gives it up to Pruitt. Pruitt holds the ball high, goes over to Donaldson. Donaldson wants to drive to the lane. Ball is blocked, knocked out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Oregon Tech. So it will go back to C of I. Underneath the basket, no score, just underway. 18:59 remaining here in the first half. Delgado comes way out on top to Rodriguez. Miguel with the ball on the dribble, guarded by David Clark. They come to the right-hand side. Out on top is Tech in a zone. Over on the left side to Pruitt. Pruitt down underneath. Turnaround, shot on the way, will not go. Taken by Garrett. Rebound cleared off by Tech, and it's Brandon Batista. Batista out of the backcourt, comes to the front court, gives it to David Clark. Clark out on top, passes to JJ in the middle. JJ looking. Gets it back out to David Clark, and Tech will slow it down. Clark on the drive. No harm, no foul. Back to JJ, 19 on the shot clock. JJ pass to Batista is intercepted. Another turnover Tech by Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming the other way, finds Donaldson who lay it up and in. Donaldson on the second Tech turnover, and Tech will come the other way with Kylie. 2-0, C of I. Right-hand side to Mihailo. Bounce away, put up a 12-footer, off the iron, won't go. Clark tip up, no. Rebound, C of I. Rodriguez down the far sideline on the dribble for C of I. They lead it 2-0 to Donaldson, and then the right side in front of us to Delgado. Delgado guarded by Kylie. Give it down to Rodriguez. Down low now to Donaldson against Clark. Comes way out on top to Delgado. Delgado back to Rodriguez, into Pruitt. Puts it off the glass. Won't go. Rebound, Kylie. Kylie up to Batista. Batista out of the backcourt. On the dribble. Down on the left wing to Kylie. Kylie now out on top. Terminates his dribble. Goes back to Clark. Clark has the ball stolen by Donaldson. Third turnover, Oregon Tech. He gets it up to Rodriguez. Drive the hoop. Lay it up. No, missed it. Rebound, JJ. JJ pulls it off to Batista. 3 turnovers so far for Oregon Tech. Batista with it. Batista on the dribble. Still dribbling, gets it to Clark. Tech down 2-0. Over to Mihailo Matic for 3 off the iron. Will not go, and it hit the guy wire, and it will go back over to C of I. Michael, Tech struggling.
Well, it's the same start we've seen. 0 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 1 from long range. And unfortunately for Oregon Tech, 3 early turnovers.
Yeah. Austin Flint replaces David Clark. Danny Lopez in for Josh Johnson.
C of I, 1 of 7 shooting, but no turnovers.
Yeah, no turnovers. All right, Delgado has the ball, kicks it over to Pruitt. Pruitt gives it up to Rodriguez on the far side. Rodriguez brings back out on front to Donaldson. Donaldson to Pruitt, trying to look in, looking for Garrett. They can't get it to him. Now they finally do, and they get it, put it up off the glass. No by Garrett, and a rebound cleared out by Mihailo Matic. 2-0 in favor of C of I. Austin Flint drives to the front court. Had a great game last night, and he's going to be called for a travel. Turnover number 4 for Oregon Tech. Alex Zerbach will come in. Zerbach, the senior out of Covington, Washington, and he'll replace Kylie. So as you called it, Michael, tonight it's the band of brothers. 2-0. As Rodriguez comes out of the backcourt, gives it up to Delgado on the left wing. Delgado, nice to have a high school band here from Fruitland, Idaho. The Fruitland High School band here. Been enjoyable to listen to them tonight. Delgado, guarded there by Batista. He wants to drive to the hoop, gives it under to a wide open Garrett, who scores, and it is going to be 4-0 now as Garrett scores in favor of C of I. Down to 15:55 to go. Pass to Danny Lopez. Lopez holds it, looks to give it up to someone, wants to, now goes to the dribble and gives it up to The flying Hawaiian over to Austin Flint, drives to the foul line, back over to Mihailo Medic, baseline pass underneath to a wide open Alex Zerbach, and it's 4-2. Tech is on the board.
Great vision there by Mihailo, something he's been working on, not always just catch and shoot. Look, and it was a good pass.
And it was. All right, 4-2 in favor of C of I. Get it to the front court. On the right-hand side, Delgado. Delgado on top to Pruitt. Pruitt looks into the big guy, Garrett, guarded by Lopez. Garrett on the dribble, terminates, now goes down low, and the ball is swiped by Zerbach, who will give it over to the flying Hawaiian. Batista to the front court, to Flint, back to Batista. He'll take a shot, and it's blocked by Pruitt. And the ball knocked around, and it's going to knock up, and they get it back down low, going to drive to the hoop. They knock Flint down, no harm, no foul. The ball goes out of bounds, and they'll give it back to C of I. Kyle Waits, David Clark into the game. Waits out of North Medford, the sophomore. Batista will sit down along with Mihailo Medic. First sub coming in, it's going to be Ben Van Liff, and he's going to replace Taylor Pruitt in the lineup for C of I. 4-2 with 15:01 to go. Rodriguez has the ball out on top, gives up to Donaldson. Foul line, pass underneath, wide open, up and under, shot miss in there by Donaldson, or by Garrett. And we've got a jump ball possession arrow, and it will go back to OIT.
Headsy by David Clark to get his hands in there. Could have been whistled for a foul, but hey, we'll take the turnover.
The referee, so far they're letting them play tonight, Michael, in this game, and that's quite all right with me.
Well, after the last game we saw here.
Okay, into the game will be Bryden Benke, the 6'6 junior from Caldwell, Idaho, local boy here for C of I.
Again, I digress.
Austin Flint out of the backcourt for Oregon Tech. They trail it by a score 4-2. Flint on the left-hand dribble, going to drive, going to take it all the way to the hoop, gives it off underneath, and we got a whistle and a foul. Is there going to be a charge on Flint?
Yeah.
And it is. They're going to call a charge on Austin Flint. First foul call of the ball game, and the ball will go back over to C of I. Van Liff will take it out.
Rodriguez.
He's the junior from Eagle, Idaho.
Rodriguez stood in there and took that charge.
Took that charge, and he brings the ball into the front court.
Good defense there.
Kicks it over to Delgado. Delgado on top to Donaldson. Donaldson holding the ball near side. Back to Rodriguez, guarded by, in the middle, the big guy who's in there now, Benke. Out to Delgado for a long three. No good. Rebound. Skied for by Waits. He's got it. Gives it up to Flint. Austin brings it to the front court. Tech down 4-2. To Lopez. Danny gets it over to Kyle Waits. Waits wants to drive. Foul line jump by the big left-hander. Bounces in, out. Won't go. Waits gets the rebound down underneath.
Nice
Zerbach. Great pass by Waits as he found Zerbach. Zerbach's got 4 points, and we tie the game at 4. First tie of the ball game.
Boy, that was a needle thread the needle there by Waits. Good pass.
Batista will be in at the next dead ball. Get it over to Delgado for C of I. To Benke, back to Delgado, guarded by Waits. Delgado kicks it to the left-hand side. Now they go down low. Donaldson backs his way in, turns along the baseline, passes it way out to Delgado. Delgado left-hand side to Rodriguez. And his pass is knocked out of bounds, and they say last touch by Oregon Tech. Oregon Tech trying to convince one of the officials that it was our ball. Flint will sit down now as Batista comes back in. So you're going to see everybody playing tonight for OIT.
Just about.
13:23 remaining in the first half of play. We got a 4-4 tie.
6 on the shot clock.
And with it is Rodriguez. He's going to jump a long three. It's short. And I think he was intimidated on it by Lopez, who jumped up in front of him, tried to shoot over it, and it's going to be a violation and second turnover.
Got away with one there because he definitely got him on the elbow.
Oh, I thought so too.
We'll take it. Hey, we try to be as honest as possible. Hey, we got that one.
All right.
But we're owed about 10 more from the girls' game.
All right, Tech puts the ball in play. And Batista will try to bring it up into the front court, and he does against Delgado. Brandon on the dribble. A 4-4 tie over to JJ, who's also back into the game. JJ gives it to Zerbach. Can he make it 6 points? Roll around and in. And Zerb's got all 6 points. It's Zerbach 6, C of I 4.
7 minutes, 7 minutes gone by.
First lead of the game for Tech.
Low scoring affair so far.
Out on top, Donaldson. Donaldson with a dribble. Give it up to Delgado. Comes around the right-hand side to Rodriguez. Down underneath the Benke against Johnson. Want to put it up to the side of the backboard, and they're going to call a foul on JJ. Had his hands straight up, but they say nope. It's going to be a foul on JJ.
I think he whacked him in the head, but
So JJ will pick up the personal foul, and that will send Benke, a 56% foul shooter, to the line. He'll shoot 2. Benke, the junior, local kid out of Caldwell. First shot good. And he'll have one more. 6-5 in favor of Oregon Tech with 12:35 remaining in the first half. Second shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, Waits. Cleared off to Batista. Brandon up the near sideline into the front court. Bounce pass to JJ, left-hand side to Zerbach. Zerbach on the dribble. Zerbach goes to the corner to JJ. JJ back down. His pass is intercepted. That'll be turnover number 5 by Oregon Tech. Come the other way to Rodriguez. And that one is going to be called a charge and negate the bucko.
Brandon Bautista.
That will be the first foul against C of I. It will go against Rodriguez. And a charge is drawn by Batista.
Excellent job there by Brandon. He holds
Clark.
his elbow.
Yeah,
Hope
David
he's okay.
Clark. David Clark will take the ball out. And Batista will bring the ball to the front court against Delgado. He drives around, go back to JJ. Open for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, skied for and grabbed by Delgado. They'll come the other way behind the back, and a whistle and a foul. And I think they're called on Kiley as he went by him. And it is. Jordan Kiley picks up the personal foul. That'll be the 3rd team foul against Tech. And with that, we've got a timeout. We've got 11 minutes and 59 seconds for all 6 points for Tech. Alex Zerbach, who is now resting on the bench. And the ball comes in for C of I to Rodriguez. Gives it up to Donaldson. Kiley on Donaldson. Now comes over to Van Lith. Down underneath to Pruitt. He is fadeaway 12-footer. In and out back in. So Pruitt with the basket. And it is now 7-6 in favor of C of I.
Boy, perfect jumper from the baseline by Pruitt. Squared up his shoulders and knocked it down.
Waits out on top. Gives it up to JJ on the right wing and over to Kiley. Jordan on the dribble, brings it back out again for Tech to Batista. Batista now dribbling to the right-hand side. Gets it over to JJ. And pass intended for Clark is picked up by Waits as David couldn't get to it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Waits wants to go in, give it to JJ. Shot from the corner by JJ. Off the iron, will not go. Rebound. Waits had it for a minute. And we've got a reach-in foul. It's going to go against C of I.
Yeah, Donaldson, I believe. Good effort by Waits.
Donaldson will pick up the personal foul, his first and the team second, and Oregon Tech will get a fresh 35 underneath the C of I basket with 11:05 remaining in the first half. 7-6, and coming into the game will be Devin Telkin, a 6'4" junior out of Caldwell, and he replaces Donaldson for C of I. Tech will put the ball in play, and it'll be David Clark to get the ball inbound. Looking, still looking, and pass way out for Kiley as he races to get the ball with Telkin right on top of him. Terminates his dribble, looks to give it up to someone. Got to do something with it, and he passes out on top to Waits. Almost a 5-second call there. Waits passes down underneath to Batista. Oh, the ball was up and down, wouldn't go. Rebound put up by Kiley, no good. And the rebound finally cleared off by C of I, and that's Ben Van Lith.
Kiley couldn't believe how open he was underneath.
Van Lith gets it up to Curtis Brever, who only had 19 points going into last night's game. Roll it to the hoop and score it by Rodriguez. And it is now a 9-6 game, biggest lead of the game for C of I at 3.
Eastern Oregon women on top of Southern Oregon, 77-53. Corbin on top of the Gooey Ducks, 48-38 in women's basketball.
All right, thank you, Michael. David Clark for a 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Kiley. Good hustle by Jordan to get that rebound. Over on the right side to Waits. Waits holds the ball, almost loses it, now bounces into Clark. Clark lays it up and rolls it home, and a nice pass from Waits. First bucket for David Clark, and Tech cuts the lead to 1 at 9-8 in favor of C of I.
Waits seeing the floor good tonight. That's a couple nice passes from Kyle.
Out of the backcourt is Rodriguez, gives it up to Brever. Brever holds the ball, had only 19 points, and got 21 points last night against Southern Oregon. 19 is what had been the career. Shot no good. Rebound cleared off by Oregon Tech. Into the front court. They give it to David Clark. Clark going to set up for a 3 off the iron. No rebound. Kiley's there for another rebound. Clears it out the flying Hawaiian. to Waits and back to Batista. Batista now on the dribble. They double team him, gives it up to Clark. Clark wants to drive down to the hoop, put it off the glass, roll around, will not go, and the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by C of I. Austin Flint, Mihailo Matic will both come in for Tech. Delgado and Donaldson come in for C of I. Clark and Waite sit down. Brever sits down and have to figure out who else for C of I did. Tech trying to get it in, and they do to Mihailo, to Flint, as they weave it around the outside on the perimeter. Kylie now with it, give it up to the Flying Hawaiian. He goes to the hoop and lay it in. Basket for Batista, his first of the game, and Tech now on a 4-0 run takes a 10-9 lead, and we're down to 8:58.
Jordan Kiley, 5 rebounds for Tech. Kyle Waits, 4 to lead the hustling Owls.
Yeah,
off the bench.
Committee tonight,
yep.
Both of them. Out on top, Donaldson holds it. Right-hand side gives it to Van Lift, down along the baseline to Pruitt. Pruitt, little 7-footer again, good. Pruitt's a good one.
That's a pretty shot there.
And it is now 11-10 in favor of the Yotes, as they come up on 8:35 remaining in the first half. Defensive battle. Kiley gives it over to Batista. Batista out to JJ, over to Flint. Flint along the baseline. He's going to drive in the hoop, scoop it over to Kiley. Kiley back to Flint. Flint in the corner. They get him on top of him there. He's got to give it out to Kiley with 13 on the shot clock. To Mihailo Matic. Back his way in, throws it over to Johnson and over to Flint. Down to 8 seconds on the clock. Flint drives, gives it back to Mihailo. Mihailo jumps from the corner. Good! Mihailo, 17-footer. And Matic is in the book, and it's now 12-11 Tech with 8 minutes remaining in the first half.
Little seesaw battle here. This is a good game.
And out of the backcourt slowly comes Rodney Delgado, the senior from Seattle, Washington. Right-hand side to Donaldson. Donaldson back to Delgado. Over on the left side to Telkin. Back to Delgado on top. Now it's back to Telkin. Telkin wants to bounce in. The ball kicked by Flint. It will go back out of bounds to C of I. Garrett comes back in. We got timeout. 7:38 remaining in the first half. 12-11. Oregon.
Women's officials where these guys are that much better. Huge difference. Wow, great job so far. All right, Tech with the not saying because we have the lead either. Well, maybe a little. All right, C of I with the basketball over on the right wing. They'll get it to Garrett. Now around the perimeter, they'll go on the left wing with it. That's Delgado. Delgado looking to post him up in the block, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Absolutely, shot clock violation. The ball was kicked out over there. So possession arrow back to, or rather on the turnover, back to Oregon Tech, Bobby. And it looked like C of I just kind of forgot about it.
They did forget completely.
They just did not understand or did not follow. Here comes Oregon Tech and a foul out on top. And if that's on Donaldson, that will be his second. And it is third team foul. You look at it right now, College of Idaho, 5 turnovers, Oregon Tech with 6. So those have kind of evened out after Oregon Tech had the early ones. Quickly off the bench will be Miguel Rodriguez. He will come in, and Delgado will have a seat for the Yotes. 7:14 to play. Tech inbounds it on the baseline. Mihailo for 3. Mihailo Matic gives Oregon Tech its largest lead of the game at 4.
Pizza!
I like it. Yotes with the basketball. 15-11. Oregon Tech with the lead. 6:59 to play in the first half. Rodriguez on the right wing goes by Zerbach, blocked by Tech initially, but right into the hands of Garrett. And Antonio lays it up and in for 2. And the Tech lead cut back to 2 at 15-13. Flint picks up a screen, and they're going to call a moving screen, Bobby, and I think that is the right call. Unfortunately for Danny Lopez, he kind of went with his guy, spun in the way, and a moving screen is the call. First team foul, or first foul on Lopez, fourth team foul on Oregon Tech. 6:42 remaining. Oregon Tech right now shooting 7 of 20, 35%. East College of Idaho, 6 of 18, 33%. Tech 1 of 7 from long range. The Yotes are 0 for 2 so far. Yotes with the basketball, down by 2. They'll get it over there on the left wing. That's Pruitt. Pruitt get it down low. Shot, scoop it to the hoop, and a travel will be called on Antonio Garrett. Antonio with the turnover. And it goes back to Oregon Tech, and now turnovers evened up at 6 apiece. Right now, Tech, Bobby, with a huge rebounding margin at 16-10 at the 6:15 mark. Clark on the right wing. He's going to drive down, loses it. It goes out of bounds. Good defense there by C of I, helping defense. I think it was Pruitt who tipped it away from David, and Clark has struggled yesterday, struggling here tonight early on.
TO number 7.
Back to C of I with Oregon Tech. Hustling Owls leading it 15-13. Very tough place to play here at the Albertson Center. C of I with the basketball. Pruitt on top. They'll kick it right side to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to scoot by Danny Lopez. Lopez with the block. Not a good matchup there for Oregon Tech, and Lopez back-to-back fouls.
And JJ will be coming in. Yeah, JJ is coming in for Danny. Danny just, this is not a good moment for him. Great game last night for Dan Lopez.
Well, wouldn't be surprised if we get to see maybe Zach Reed here in the first half with Lopez picking up a couple of fouls. We'll see what happens. Tech down to just 10 players tonight. If you did not hear, Derek Evans injured, is not in the game, just precautionary. C of I with the ball. They'll get it in the corner, knocked away. Good defense by Mihailo and Zerbach on the baseline. It'll stay with the Yotes with 29 on the shot clock. So just 1 second went by. A lot of dribbling for only 1 second. A little odd there, a little slow on the shot clock. So C of I will get it in. Well, actually 35 seconds for the guys, so 6 seconds. So used to doing the ladies game, Bobby. Keep me up to date here. 5:45 remaining. Yotes with the ball out on top here in the first half. That's Delgado. He'll get it right side, and now down low. They'll get it in the block to Garrett. Garrett back out. Three-pointer is up. No good by Antonio. Rebound Oregon Tech in the corner. Team rebound as it goes out of bounds, as Telkin could not come up with it. Kyle Waits will check back in for Oregon Tech. He will replace Mihailo Matic. 15-13. Hustling Owls with the lead. 5:33 remaining here in the first half. Inbounds comes almost into my lap here as Zerbach pulls it out and gets it over to Brandon. Brandon now one-on-one with Delgado across the half-court line. Now picks up a screen, top of the key, and now goes back over on the right side. A lot of dribbling. Now get it over to David on the right wing. Clark picks up his dribble, back out to Brandon. Brandon with it, picks up a screen from Kyle. He'll pull up from 16. It's good. Nice bucket there by Brandon Bautista.
He's got 4. He's got 4.
And the Tech lead is 4. Bobby Thompson at 17-13. Under 5 to play here in the first half. Delgado left wing. Leave it for Rodriguez, top of the key. He'll dribble now right side, get it baseline. And that's Pruitt's jumper. That's the first time we've seen him missed from the baseline. And a foul over the back as Waits comes down with his rebound. And he's fouled over the top. That'll be the 4th team foul on C of I.
And I'll tell you, Waits climbed the golden ladder to get that rebound.
Well, rim high with the head was Kyle Waits, as he's got his team tying 5th rebound. Him and Kylie tied for team league here. Lead. Tech winning the battle of the boards now 18-10 after that board. Tech 38% shooting from the floor. C of I 30%. So that's a big advantage. They'll get it to Waits down low. It's knocked away by C of I on the alley-oop play for Kyle. A little bit of a low throw from Clark. Lucky to have it knocked out by the Yotes.
They were lucky it just wasn't intercepted.
So the Coyotes knock it out. Tech will get it. 23 to Waits out on top. Kyle's pass intercepted. Not a good one, trying to get to down low. It's C of I come the other way. Three-pointer fired up left wing. Kyle Waits another rebound on the missed three-pointer by Brever. Brever had, 9 points going into last night's game, Bobby?
Yeah, 19 and scored 21 last night in beating SOU.
All right, down the lane, floated in is Kyle Waits. Pretty move there. That's a slashing move there for Waits.
First bucket for Kyle.
He's got the bucket, and the Tech lead is the largest it's been at 19-13. 6-point lead with 3:50 to play. Here in the first half, they'll try the alley-oop down low to Garrett, and a foul on Waits. Good position there by Garrett. Kyle, the sophomore, kind of playing a little soft there, gave him a little bit too much room. C of I going to make him pay as they will go to the foul line. First foul on Waits. 6th team foul at the 3:51 mark, and 2 free throws here for Antonio Garrett, the 6'6" junior. Not a great foul shooter, though, Bobby, at 58%. So maybe a wise foul. We'll see. First free throw is good. Out of Slimar, California. Slimar.
They have now shot 3 free throws. That's 3 more than Tech has shot.
Well, they've made 2 as the Tech lead is cut to 5 at 19-14. He'll have 1 more foul shot here, and he missed it. Waits another rebound. So Kyle with his 7th rebound. of this ball game. Get it over to David Clark. Clark now between the circles, picks up a screen. He's going to drive down the lane. High floater off the backboard and down.
What a shot by Clark. What a shot.
And it's a 21-14. Oregon Tech's lead up to 7, largest it has been tonight for the Hooter. Delgado down low, put it up. No on the shot by Garrett. Foul OIT. We'll see who it is on. I think it's going to be
Waits.
Yeah, Waits picks up his second. So very physical game as he picks up his second personal. Kyle, though, 7 rebounds, 2 assists here in the first half for Oregon Tech. He's looked good, has the sophomore. 2 free throws here for Antonio Garrett, who just went 1 for 2 at the foul line a moment ago.
Yeah, it was a good give and go. So Waits actually tried for the block and fouled him. We'll see if he can make 2 or not.
Well, he makes the first. He's now 2 of 3. He'll have 1 more. Out of the ball game will be Van Lith. Coming back in for C of I is 33. That's Pruitt as Waits comes out. And Mihailo Matic comes back in. 21-15, Tech with a 6-point lead. 1 more foul shot. And he did the same thing he did before. Made the first, missed the second.
Yeah, they're 3 of 6 at the line.
Did Garrett, and Tech the rebound. Leading it by 6 in the basketball with 3:15. Brandon Bautista double teamed and loses it. Gets it back. There's going to be a jump ball near half court. Where's the possession arrow? It'll go to Oregon Tech. And Zerbach will come in. And JJ will come out.
So Tech going short now.
Yeah, on the floor for Oregon Tech. I guess Mihailo will have to play the post.
Mihailo and Zerb are the biggies.
All right, Tech get the ball in near half court. That was a dangerous, almost a turnover there for Oregon Tech. A jump ball, though, possession arrow to OIT. And Clark gets it in, gets it to Brandon. Over to David. David on the right wing with Rodriguez on him. He tried to get it to Mihailo, who wasn't looking. Mihailo would cut. Clark didn't see him. Another turnover OIT.
Yeah, I've got 9 turnovers for Tech and 7 now for C of I.
And
I may be off a little.
Turnover Oregon Tech. They've got 11 for Tech, 7 for C of I.
Okay.
Down low, they will get it to Pruitt. He's blocked from behind, looked clean, but we'll see who the foul is on. It'll be Zerbach.
First on Zerb, but it's shooting from now on. That's a 17 foul.
Pruitt will go to the foul line. C of I, Bobby, not a great foul shooting team, 61% on the season. And Pruitt, 59%. He'll have 2 here. First free throw is good. Boy, that looked really good. C of I 10 of 10 on the season. Oregon Tech 11 and 11 coming into tonight on their records. C of I, though, 6 league wins. Oregon Tech with only 2. The lead cut to 5 at 21-16. 1 more foul shot, and he got them both. So it's a 4-point lead for the Hooter. 2:45 to play here in the first half. C of I getting it done at the foul line. They've been there 8 more times in Oregon Tech, making 5. Backdoor cut for Kiley on a nice pass from Zerbach. Goes off Kiley's fingertips, out of bounds. Bobby, we had way too many turnovers last time we played College of Idaho. We're heading that way tonight.
Yeah, we got 12 already.
With 2:34 to play, and that one just trying to do too much with it. Kiley probably should have come down with that, but the turnover, Oregon Tech. See if C of I can do anything with it. They have the basketball down by 4. They'll get into the corner to Delgado near side. Now around the perimeter, they'll go to Rodriguez. Out on top with it, that is Brever. Brever to Rodriguez as the ball goes right over our heads. Bobby, you were drinking the water. I tried to do my job to protect you.
I could have stepped up and grabbed if I hadn't been having a good drink of cold water.
So, I mean, that's my whole job, right? You told me my job number 1 is what?
Protect me.
Protect you. All right. So I saw that you were drinking the water. Almost got it. Tech back with the basketball after the turnover. Number 8 on C of I. Down low to Clark on a nice pass. The bucket is good. He is fouled and 1. And the foul will go on Miguel Rodriguez. His second 5th team foul.
6 points in the game for David Clark, hoping to make it 7.
Tech now with 7 assists on the night. C of I with only 4.
Duncan Koga has come into the game for the first time. He made 4 of 5 threes against us in Klamath Falls in the second half and led their comeback.
We'll have to see. He's a 28% three-point shooter on the season as Clark missed it The long rebound comes back out to David. He'll kick it to Kylie on the right wing. David, an NBA three, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Garrett. They'll come the other way with 2 minutes to play. Tech by 6, 23-17. Koga left wing, can he start a three? No good, long rebound tip. Ciovi's got it, back to Koga down the lane. No, Clark the rebound this time, and will go the other way. Get it up to Kylie near side. Kylie with 1:35 to play, double team, back to Clark. Clark down low, Zerbach laid up and in. Beautiful pass by Clark. As Zerbach, what is that, 3 times or at least that Zerbach's got the layups.
Leading scorer in the game right now is Zerb, and we've got our biggest lead at 8.
Yeah, 25-17 with 1:16 to play. Here in the first half, out on top with the basketball is Brever. Brever back over to Koga. Duncan Koga's pass to Pruitt in the corner as he will throw it right off of David Clark's knee. And he says, David, sorry about that. I had nothing else to do with it. Good kid, good sportsmanship. You like to see that. And Taylor Pruitt, the junior, says, man, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be any personal. Good thing David put his knee up in the air to block know what. So it'll stay with C of I. 15 on the shot clock, 1:07 on the game clock. Left side with it, Zach Peterson. Peterson with it. Over back to Pruitt. Pruitt going to get it down in the block. Almost lost there by Garrett. Back to Pruitt. His jumper on the baseline for 3. Wow. Antonio Garrett 0 for 1, or rather Pruitt 37% on the season from long range. He knocks that one and he cuts the Tech lead to 5 at 25-20.
He's got 8.
Tech with the ball. Clark on the left wing. David back out on top to Mihailo. Mihailo over to Kylie on the right wing. Kylie going to fake the 3. Now get it back out on top to Brandon. Back over to Mihailo. Can he answer the 3? He does! Mihailo Mech. And the lead back to 8 at 28-20 with 25 seconds remaining in this half.
And Madic has 8.
Touche. And they'll hold the ball out top. Duncan Koga will call out a play. They'll hold it for 1, so wait till the clock gets to about 10 seconds. And there it is. They'll get it left side to Peterson. Peterson with it, back out on top to Delgado. 6 seconds. Delgado, nice crossover at the foul line. He'll pull up from the right elbow. At the buzzer, he got it for 2. So Delgado knocks down the jumper from the right elbow. That'll end the half. Oregon Tech, though, with a 6-point lead.
Matic in the lineup against Delgado, Rodriguez, Donaldson, Garrett, and Pruitt. C of I puts the ball in play. Oregon Tech will be going from left to right across your radio dial here in the second half. Donaldson out on top, gets it right-hand side to Garrett. Garrett looks inside, finds Pruitt. He's had the hot hand. He throws the ball over or down along the wing, and we're going to have a reach-in foul that's going to go on David Clark.
Yeah, he went right by David. All he could do was
like he was standing still.
Yeah, reach out and try to grab him. So.
And he did, and he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and that's foul number 1 against D. Clark.
Bad David.
Yeah, we'll take the ball out. Does C of I get it out to Rodriguez on top? Goes to Donaldson on the right-hand side. Donaldson on the dribble. Looks inside. Can't get it inside. Still looking. Gets it down low to Garrett against Kylie. Garrett backs his way down. Passes to Matic, and Kylie's going to be called with a reach. Kylie will pick up the personal foul. I mean, Jordan's must be giving away about 25 pounds to Garrett, and they're trying to hold him down there, about 5 inches in height as well, and that'll be a second team foul against Oregon Tech right off the bat. Long pass comes in again to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, left-hand side to Delgado. 3 from the corner, splat. Delgado, and that will cut the lead to 28-25, cut it in half.
That's just their second 3. Tech with only 2 as well. 2 for 9. C of I now 2 of 7.
Clark to Kylie, loses the handle and goes and gets the ball. Now over to Batista. Very high pressure man-to-man defense employed by C of I. 3 from Batista, back iron up in the air, no. Rebound cleared off by Garrett. Garrett will clear it off and give it to Rodriguez in the backcourt, who brings it into front court for C of I. Rodriguez on the left-hand dribble, guarded by Batista. And Clark steals the ball on a pass going to Delgado. David's going to go to the hoop, wants to put it up. Count the basket! What a shot by Clark! And he is fouled. Michael, what about that?
Was that some athletic movement from David Clark or what? Wow.
That was an unbelievable move by Clark. The foul goes on Delgado. It will be his first, the first team. And David 0 for 1. He has the only foul shot that we have tried tonight. He missed that one. Trying to complete a 3-point play here now. Clark shot on the way. Good. Does it the old-fashioned way, as Michael says. And that's 9 for David Clark. And it's back up to the 6-point lead, 31-25. Biggest lead has been 8 for Oregon Tech in the first half. Out on top, pass down low, good give and go. Donaldson off the glass and down. Sidney Donaldson, his second bucket of the game, and he has 4 points. Front court, Mihailo Matic, Clark. David holds the ball. The lead is now 4. David on the dribble. Backs it off right there in his hip pocket. The big guy, Garrett. Clark's going to pull up for a straight on 3. Splat! David Clark.
Yeah, let's hope he gets hot. He's going that way now.
He now has a dozen to lead all scorers in this game. And it's back to a 7-point lead at 34-27. Into the front court, Rodriguez. Left-hand side to Delgado. Delgado on the dribble, going to drive in the hoop. Kicks it underneath. Oh, nice pass and lay it up and in. Nobody even there. Garrett scores it. He's now got 9. Got the lead back to 5 at 34-29. Batista to the front court for Tech. And a sloppy pass, but JJ comes up with it. Give it to Kylie. Kylie drives down in the lane. He wants to jump it up, and it is blocked. Kylie gets it back and kicks it out to Batista. Good hustle. Over in the corner. Clark again lines up for 3. Trifecta! David Clark. Clark now with 9 in the half. It's 37-29. Second time that they've had their biggest lead of the night at 8 points. Front court, Rodriguez. Right-hand side to Delgado. Delgado drives down the middle, pull up, jump in the key, bounces it off the backboard and down, UCLA style on the bucket for Delgado. Give the ball to JJ, right-hand side to Mihailo Matic. Matic on the dribble, terminates, gives it over to Batista, to David Clark. He's the guy that's been feeling it, bounces to JJ. JJ going to go to the hoop, wants to put it up, he's fouled and he'll shoot 2. Is it going to be Donaldson? Or will it be Garrett? It's going to be Garrett. Garrett will pick up the personal foul. That's his first, the team's second. And JJ will shoot 2. Johnson at the foul line to shoot 2. JJ, 74% on the year. And we'll see, Danny Miles was kind of discussing, I think, who they thought the foul would be on. And on Garrett.
I think they're talking about fouls this half.
Okay, fouls this half. C of I has 2, and Oregon Tech has 2. So that part's right. They talking about the score?
Score's right.
9, we have 37, that's right.
First shot is good by JJ.
And there's 31, so that's right also. So JJ hits the foul shot. That's Josh's first point in the game. Zerbach comes into the game.
Yeah, it's 38-31. This to make it 39.
Second by JJ, good again. So Tech a perfect 3 for 3. Danny wants a 30-second timeout. 16:58 remaining in the game. 39-30.
Tech up by 8. 39-31. C of I with the basketball. Here's Bobby.
All right. Austin Flynn and Alex Zerbach both into the game. Batista sits down. All right, the front court to get the ball to high price to Pruitt. Pruitt drives against JJ, now gives it back to Van Lith, who's in the game. Right-hand side to Delgado. Delgado on the dribble is going to go through the middle, almost loses the handle. Passes back out to Pruitt. Pruitt's going to jump up about a 17-footer. In and out, tough roll. Rebound, David Clark. Clears it out on the far side to Flint. Austin dribbling it, now to JJ, and over to Zerbach. Alex wants to drive in, cross-court pass coming over to Mihailo. Almost took the referee with him, lobs down low, in traffic, turnover Oregon Tech.
Yeah,
that'll be the first of the half, 13th down the game.
Was way too late.
And driving down, leaning up and rolling it home is Rodriguez. He's now got 4 in the game for Rodriguez. Cuts the lead back 39-33 with 15:52 remaining in the ballgame. David Clark into the front court. Clark on the left-hand dribble. He's had the hot hand. Goes over on the side to Flint. Austin wants to drive down in traffic, and someone grabbed him. And a foul will be called. And it is going to be against Delgado. That'll be his second foul, the third team. Lopez and Waits come into the game. Johnson and Matic will sit down for Oregon Tech. This is basketball by committee.
Hey, great job by Waits in that first half, Bobby. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 points.
Clark trying to get it in, lobs deep to Lopez, who has a hold of it, and he'll give it back to Austin Flint. Throw it high, and Danny's there to get it. Now over to Flint, and over to Clark. Another three for David. Back iron. This one will not go, and the rebound comes long, and Delgardo's got it, bringing it up the near sideline. Rodney, cross-court pass. They get it back out on top. Pruitt for a long three, and he's got it. Wow. Pruitt now with 11 in the game, and the lead is cut back to 3 at 39-36. Austin Flint in the front court. On the dribble, right-hand side to Clark, back out to Flint. Flint finds Waits on the left side. Kyle with it. Give it to Lopez, out of his hands and out of bounds. Another turnover, Oregon Tech, and that is number 14. Batista comes in, and Clark will get a rest. And in on the other end will be Brever. Curtis Brever, the 6'2 freshman out of Denver, Colorado. And he will replace Delgardo. 15 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the game as Rodriguez comes to the front court. Right-hand side to Brever, who loses the handle on it, and he's going to be called for a foul as Batista comes up with it. So Brever will pick up the personal foul. First personal on Brever, 4th team foul against the Yotes, and another turnover.
Well, and another good call by the officials. Sometimes you'll see just the offense, they'll give the advantage to him, and that time Brever was way out of control, and a good call.
Austin Flint into the front court for Tech, guarded by Brever. Give it over to Zerbach. Zerb terminates his dribble, finds Batista. Batista over there, finds Flint. Flint wants to drive to the middle, scoop it in, and they get another turnover, Oregon Tech, without getting a shot. That's number 15. Come the other way, Brever, long three, off, no good. Rebound tracked down by Van Lith. Give it out on top to Pruitt. He has been the main man scoring machine for College of Idaho tonight. Right-hand side to Rodriguez, over to Van Lith, down low, and they triple team Pruitt, but we've got a whistle and a foul against Tech.
I think Zerbach.
I think it's going to be Zerb caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and it is. Zerbach will be called for his second personal, only the 3rd team foul against Oregon Tech. Back into the game comes Rodney Delgardo, and also into the game will be Duncan Koga. He was the owl whipper in that second half in Klamath. Sitting down is Rodriguez, and I think the other one was Brever that sat down. As they look to get it in, still looking, pass comes way out on top to Donaldson. Donaldson, left-hand side, finds Pruitt. Pruitt's going to drive in, jump up, 17-footer, good. So Pruitt hits the 17-footer. He's now got 13 in the game, and it's a 1-point Tech lead with 13:57 to go.
7-0 run.
Austin Flint on the dribble. Flint gives it up to Batista. Batista finds Zerbach out on top. Zerb on the dribble. And a holding foul is going to go against Donaldson. Donaldson will pick up the call. That will be his 3rd personal foul, 15 foul. And Tech will take it out with a fresh 35. Leading by only 1 now with 13:47 to go. Tech's got to get some shots. They've turned it over the last 2 or 3 times down the floor. Batista out near the center line. 28 on the shot clock. Gives it up to Flint. Flint dribbling out near the center line. Johnson and Clark will be in at the next dead ball to Waits. Now back to Flint over on the side. Batista wants to jump it up. He's fouled. He'll shoot 3. I think it's Donaldson. And if it is, it's 4. Is it going to be? Yep, it is. And 4th foul on the kid from Coventry, England. And that will allow Batista to go to the line. It's only 2. He was inside the line. Wishful thinking on my part, right, Michael?
I like where your head's at, Bobby.
Batista will go to the line to shoot.
I say give him 3.
First shot perfect by Brandon. He now has 5 points in the game. Batista 73% on the year. JJ in for Lopez. And Clark wanting to come into the game, but he wants to come in for Batista, I do believe. And he's going to come in for Flint. David probably heard me say he was shooting 3, and so he was going to wait. Batista will have 1 more on the way. Good rounding down, and Batista now with 6, and Tech up to a 3-point lead of 41-38 with 13:25 remaining in the ball game. Out of the backcourt comes Koga. Right-hand side to Delgardo. Delgardo wants to drive down the key. Little foul line jump, roll around, no good. Waits skies to get the rebound. Give it up to Clark, who'll hand it to Batista. Batista back to Clark, and David comes across the timeline into the front court. David on the dribble, gets it back to JJ. He launches a three, back iron and off. Not a good shot for JJ. Rebound Koga. Come the other way. Kicks it over right-hand side. Long three on the way. Very short, taken by Van Lith. Didn't even get to the rim. Tech will come the other way. Batista back to Clark. Clark trying to get loose. Gets it back over to JJ and down to Waits. He'll jump up a 16-footer. In and out. Tough roll. That one went down and popped out. And the rebound comes off to Delgado. Coming the other way for C of I. Rodney into the front court. Gives it to Koga. Koga over to Peterson. Peterson now back to Delgado. The left-hand jump. No good. Rebound Waits.
That's Kyle's 10th rebound.
Clears it off, and David Clark will bring it up. Clark long pass to JJ off the glass and down. Great pass by David Clark. And JJ said thank you. He's now got 4 in the game. The lead back up to 5, and Tech is on a 4-0 run, 43-39.
Clark now 3 assists, 7 rebounds, 15 points for the Hooter.
David's got to keep it up for the next 12 minutes. We could be in good shape. Peterson, give it out on top to Pruitt. He's had the real hot hand. He jumps up another 17-footer, back iron, no rebound, comes long to Batista. Brandon comes up the middle. Goes to the left-hand side, but holds on to the ball and gives it up to Clark. We got a timeout, Danny Miles. 11:48 remaining in the ball game. Oregon Tech 43, College of Idaho 30. 11:48 to go. David Clark takes it out right here in front of Michael.
Everybody was ready, but one person who had to tie his shoe.
And so they will wait again. All right, and they get the ball into JJ in the backcourt. And he will, well, get it across the timeline, guys. And he does in a hurry. Comes straight down the middle, kicks the ball over.
And ran over.
And he ran over. He continued on and ran right over. Charging foul as we've got another timeout with 11:30. Then the lead. We're going to let him do a few more because he did well in the first half, getting us some extra points. Here's Mike.
All right, thank you, Bobby. Oregon Tech 43-38. You look at the stats so far, and Oregon Tech shooting percentage has come up so far. Tech shooting quite a bit, Bobby. 17 of 35, 49%. C of I 15 of 38, 39%. C of I with the basketball. They'll get it down low. That's Pruitt. Put it up off the glass and down. Boy, he has been a handful tonight.
Yeah, he's got 15.
And the Tech lead cut by to 3, 43-40. Brandon with it now. Get it to David on the left elbow. David will step back now, looking for someone. Back to Bautista now to Mihailo for 3 in the corner. Will not go. Zerbach hustle, keeps it alive. David tries to save it, but his foot was on the line. It'll go out of bounds on the long rebound. That was good effort by everyone involved there for OIT. Free throws, Tech 5 of 6 and C of I 5 of 8. 3-point shooting, Tech 4 of 14, C of I 3 of 10 so far. College of Idaho with the basketball. That's Koga on the right wing with it. He'll get it out on top now around the left wing. They'll go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back over now to Peterson. Peterson back to the guy that's done most of the scoring. Pruitt down low, wide open, put it up for Rodriguez. On a nice pass from Pruitt, and the Tech lead is cut to 1 at the 10:35 mark, 43-42. Brandon with it with Rodriguez on him now, right in front of Bobby and I. Going to look for a screen. Now get it over to David on the right wing, 20 on the shot clock. Clark with the basketball, back to Brandon on the left wing, back out on top to Zerbach. Zerbach going to slash down the lane, scoop it to the hoop. It goes out of bounds. They'll say blocked by Taylor Pruitt. It'll stay with Oregon Tech with 12 on the shot clock. 10-17 on the game clock with Oregon Tech holding on to a 1-point lead, 43-42. Get it to Zerb, now to David on the right wing. Clark with it, looking for Mihailo, open for a 3, fakes it. Now he'll step back for the 3, got it! Mihailo Matic.
Oh, pizza!
And the Tech lead back up to 4 at 46-42, halfway through this second half with 10 minutes remaining in the ball game. C of I with the ball to Duncan Koga. Clark will stay off on him. Now they'll go right side to Peterson. Down low to Koga, and a foul on Mihailo over the top, I believe. It is. Mihailo picks up the personal.
His first.
That's his first, and Kyle Waits will come in. He'll replace Mihailo. 9:49 remaining in the ball game. New shot clock for C of I.
Mihailo has 11 points in the game to go along with Clark, who has 15, and on the other side, 15 for Pruitt.
All right, C of I looking to get it in, 5 seconds is the call. Great defense out there by Hustling Owls, and I'll tell you what, David Clark, and in the corner, the Flying Hawaiian with a defensive effort there to really stifle that play opportunity for C of I and to force the turnover. Brandon's going to dribble right in front of Bobby and I here near side. Tech moving left to right across your radio. Get it to David Clark at the high post. Now down to Waits. Waits comes back his way in. I think he traveled with it. He did. Kyle shuffled that foot just a little bit. That's kind of tight officiating, but it's been good officiating tonight. I'll agree with that turnover. It was a good move otherwise for Kyle Waits.
The bucket went in, but unfortunately, hibbity-hobbity.
And that will be a turnover for Tech number 17. C of I with 11. Tech with a big rebounding advantage, Bobby, 29-18 thus far. Koga with it out on top for the Yotes, and a foul down low called by both officials at the same time on Brandon Bautista. Bautista with the hold. That'll be the 16th foul on OIT. First foul on Bautista. And Bobby, the final 9:23. Each team will be shooting foul shots here in a close ball game. C of I with a new shot clock to get it in underneath their basket. It could be another 5 seconds, and they barely get it in to Koga way out near half court. Koga will dribble left side. Now get it over there to Peterson. Peterson get it down low, and a charging call. Waits drew the charge as he lowered the shoulder. Taylor Pruitt lowers the shoulder, and a nice defensive effort from the Tech sophomore, Bobby, to draw the charge. First personal.
Yeah, first personal on Pruitt, but great effort by Waits.
That's what it's going to take tonight. A team effort here. Everybody's got to produce. You're on the floor, and so far it's worked.
comes in, and sitting down then is going to be Rodriguez.
I wish they'd sit Pruitt for a while.
Yeah, don't you?
What. All right, Clark right in front of us gets it to Waits on the right wing. Kyle's going to drive down the lane, have his shot blocked, and a foul there. And I think we got away with one. That looked pretty clean. The foul will go on Ben Van Lith. That's his first, 8th team foul. And Kyle Waits will go to the foul line for Oregon Tech. Waits, the 6'8 sophomore from Medford, struggled a little bit at the foul line, only 64% on the season. He will shoot 2 here for OIT.
We've been to the line 6 times this half, or 5 times this half. They have not been to the line. First half, they were at the line all the time, and we were there once.
The lefty knocks down the first. Waits will have one more. He's almost earned the almost this game.
We're 6 for 6 in the second half from the line after Clark's 0 for 1 in the first half.
The Tech lead up to 5 now at the 9:01 mark. Waits now with 3 points, 10 rebounds. As Zerbach out, JJ will come back in. Also, Austin Flint will check in, and he will replace the Flying Hawaiian. One more foul shot here for Kyle Waits. 47-42. The Tech lead's been 5. The largest it's only been has been 8 tonight. This has been a fairly close ball game.
And C of I has been ahead by 3.
And Waits gets the second. He rattled it home. It wasn't pretty, Kyle, but he got it to go. And Oregon Tech back up by 6 at 48-42 with 9 minutes to go. Here comes C of I with the basketball. On the left wing with it is Donaldson. Donaldson with it right side over, left wing to Delgado, who may have got away with an extra step. He'll drive down the line. He kicked it off his own foot. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Ooh. I'm not sure about that one, Bobby. That's about the only foul so far I could argue with here on Oregon Tech. That was a rough one.
Call that one on JJ.
So JJ picks up, is that his third?
That's his third.
Okay, JJ picks up his third personal foul, and that will send Rodney Delgado, a 72% foul shooter on the season, is the senior from Seattle, Washington, transfer from Spokane. And his first free throw is good. He'll get one more off the bench. Miguel Rodriguez to check back in. And he will replace Duncan Koga. Koga sits down. He's been pretty quiet tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, Dunk's drawing a blank. I don't know. I think he shot once that I recall.
And that one hits the front of the rim and drops down for Delgado. And the Tech lead cut back to 4 at the 8:40 mark. 48-44. David Clark across the timeline. Now goes the right side, looking to get it inside. Can't. Pass is tipped away by C of I, and JJ goes right over and through Pruitt on the loose ball. That is a good call. Kyle Waits, Bobby, trying to thread the needle. Not an ill-advised pass, you would say. JJ picks up his 4th foul, and that'll send C of I to the foul line. Each team now with 18 fouls. Zerbach will come back in. JJ will come out. Waits will come out. And Mihailo will go back in.
Yeah, on that play, JJ was like a bull in the china closet. The china hit the floor.
Pruitt to the foul line, a 59% foul shooter on the season for the front end of 1-1 right here. As he eyes the hoop and he gets the first one. It's been his night tonight, Bobby. Pruitt's now 17 points, and he's a perfect 3 of 3 at the foul line. So he's due for a miss, wouldn't you say? He's shooting 59% on the season. Tech lead is 3. It could be 2 if he gets this one, and it is. Pruitt continues the hot shooting as Tech leads it 48-46. And Pruitt's got 18. David Clark with Delgado all over. Rodriguez will finally be whistled for the foul. Danny Miles is out there, Bobby, saying, come on, he's wearing him the whole way down the floor. And he's got an argument there.
Yeah. Third foul on Rodriguez.
So, 9th team foul. Clark, front end of 1-1. David has struggled at the foul line this season. Not his typical self as of late. Let's see if he can get this very important foul shot to go. He does. The first one is good. He'll have one more.
16 in the game for David Clark.
Increase the Tech lead to 3. Clark with one more foul shot here, 49-46 with 8:21 to play. One more foul shot, and it is good. 50-46, the lead is 4.
Tech 9 of 9 in the second half from the foul line.
Oh, knock it on wood, Bobby, like that one. All right, with the basketball, C of I to Pruitt. Pruitt on the right wing, he'll pull up from a 16-footer. It'll go out of bounds back. Oh, no, it won't go out of bounds. What a save by Rodriguez to C of I. They'll maintain. Down low, ball knocked away, and a blocking foul on Oregon Tech. And that will go. Boy, that's a tough foul there on Austin Flint. They suddenly have started calling it really tight on that drive.
Yeah, he slid over there and shouldn't have done that.
Wow, so Delgado back to the foul line, a front end of 1-1. That's the 9th team foul with Tech up by 4. And he missed it. Tech's got the rebound, Mihailo. So Delgado misses the front end of a 1-1. Tech with a 4-point lead, 7:58 to play, and the basketball. Danny Miles calls out the play. Clark will run it here. Top of the key over to Zerbach. Now left side, get it to Flint. Give it back to Kiley. He's going to drive right wing, back out to Zerbach. He's going to drive to the left elbow, and a hand check will be called there on Pruitt. And that'll send Z to the foul line. And that should be the 10th team foul.
Yeah, everybody's going to shoot 2 from now on.
And with that, we will have a media timeout. Tech with a 4-point lead, shooting free throws when we come back here in.
Donaldson back into the game, playing with 4 fouls for C of I, along with Garrett. Pruitt getting a breather. First shot by Zerb is good. Van Lith in there, along with Delgado and Rodriguez for C of I. Zerb will have one more, 51-46. Second shot, roll around and down for Zerbach. 11 for 11 this half for Oregon Tech at the foul line, 11 for 12 in the game. 52-46. 7:35 to go. Rodriguez out on top, right-hand side goes to Donaldson. His pass to Garrett. Garrett looks around, looking on the dribble. Now he'll hand it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez down to Ben Van Lith. Turn around, Van Lith puts it up and in. Van Lith, his first bucket of the game, and that makes it 52-48. David Clark out of the backcourt for Oregon Tech. Clark on the dribble, out on top now to Zerbach. Back over to David Clark, open for a 3. Trifecta! David Clark continues. And D. Clark now 3 threes this half. He's got 20 points in the game for David Clark, and the lead is back up to 7. Driving all the way in, Donaldson flips the ball up and in, switched hands in midair. Nice play by Sidney Donaldson. He's got 6, and it's 55-50. Tech with a 5-point lead. Clark in the front court on the dribble. David looking to give it up to someone, does down low to Waits. Waits back out to Batista. He's open for a 3 off the front of the iron. No, rebound, Batista gets it. Batista in the corner, gets it back out to Waits, back to Batista. Look for D. Clark. He's the man with the hot hand, guys. Batista dribbling out near center court. And still looking. They're going to, as he continues to go, drive it over. We got 21 on the shot clock. Back over to Mihailo. Want to put it up. Shot, no. Put it by Zerbach, no. Tipped up. Clark's got it. Clark, a little 5-footer. Back iron, no. David rebound. Put it back up and in. D. Clark, 22 in the game now.
Unbelievable.
And it's 57-50 as we approach the 6-minute mark. Out of the backcourt comes Miguel Rodriguez.
Bobby, 32-19 advantage for Tech on the boards.
On the boards, killing them. All right, pass down to Delgado. Almost lost the handle, but gets it out to Rodriguez on top. Rodriguez holding the ball, guarded by Mihailo. Goes to Donaldson on the right.